Marking a day of mourning, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at the growing memorial to those who died in Wednesday's crash. As the scramble for answers gets underway, he appealed for international cooperation to establish what caused this tragedy.
I ask everybody, especially when Ukraine is in the middle of an information war, to refrain from manipulation, speculation, conspiracy theories, snap judgments and unverified theories.
Dozens of the 176 victims came from Canada. At Western University in Ontario, the sense of loss is enormous. The Persian-Canadian community here, tightly knit.
And unfortunately, yes, very, very close friend of mine lost his brother on the plane.
I used to see one of the people who lost his life in the bus on a regular basis. One of my friends lost his brother. I didn't know him directly, but you know, pretty much everybody knows someone who was either in the plane crash or was affected by it.
The crash coincided with Iran launching missiles at US bases in Iraq, leading some to speculate the plane may have been shot down. Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said his country would join any probe.
You say categorically, one way or another, that the plane was not shot down?
I cannot. It is too early to speculate. I would encourage people not to speculate.
US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has said he wants the US to be involved in the probe, but the Iranians say they won't hand over the black box to Boeing. Initially, Iranian and Ukrainian officials both blamed mechanical problems, but the Ukrainians later backpedaled, declining to offer a cause while the investigation is ongoing.
For more on this story, we can speak to journalist Matthew Kupfer from the Kyiv Post. Matthew, good to see you. What is the latest you can tell us on the investigation from the Ukrainian side?
Well, in the latest development, the Secretary of Ukraine's National Security and Defense Council, Alexei Danilov, has announced that the Ukrainian Commission is investigating up to 7 different possible reasons for the crash, 4 of which he made public. They include a potential missile strike, a collision with some kind of a drone or other flying object, a large explosion on the engine caused by technical issues, and also possibly some kind of terrorist attack. Additionally, he said that the Ukrainian Commission would like to go to the site of the crash to look for shards from a Russian-made Tor missile system. This is rather interesting because it was based upon photographs that were circulated in the internet, but have certainly not been confirmed to be necessarily from the site of the crash. It's a pretty big development in that sense.
Okay, Matthew, so that's the perspective there in Kyiv. How does that line up with some of the other information that has been emerging about the possible cause of this crash?
It certainly complicates that information. Yesterday, the Ukrainian embassy in Tehran initially said that they had excluded the possibility of a missile strike or a terrorist attack. Then they rescinded their statement and basically said that no conclusions could be official until their commission makes its final official conclusion. It also complicates the Iranian narrative of the crash. The Iranian Commission's preliminary report suggested that the emergency was caused by technical issues on board. The plane did not send a radio signal of distress and tried to turn around and return to the airport.
Matthew, what about the two countries' ability to work together here? Iran has said it won't release the plane's black box to Boeing or the U.S. Are Ukrainian authorities confident that they will get full cooperation from Iran here?
Iran seems to have backtracked a bit on that initial statement, with the head of the Civil Aviation Organization there saying that they had extended offers to cooperate on the investigation, not only to Ukraine, but also to the U.S., to Sweden, and to Canada. Ukraine does not appear to yet have concerns about whether it will get access to the black boxes of the plane. President Volodymyr Zelensky, in his video address released on social media earlier today, said that the Ukrainian Commission, the 45 Ukrainian specialists sent to Iran, would be involved in reading the black box.
Journalist Matthew Kupfer speaking to us from the Kyiv Post. Thank you so much.